Hey everybody, I was going to show you a nice recipe that my dad taught me. I call it the world's easiest chicken and dumplings to make. You only need a few ingredients. It's real simple to make. I'll go through the ingredients real quick, and if you're old school and think dumplings have to be made out of biscuits, this is going to change your thinking. Dad makes this down at our deer camp in Arkansas, and when we get a lot of people coming in and you're really not sure how many are going to be showing up, this is really good. You don't have to be really prepared for a big crowd, or you're ready for a big crowd. I think this is a good meal during the holidays too. This is a recipe that you can add food to really quick, and I'll show you why. The ingredients you need some chicken. I'm using organic chicken. You need a pack of celery, and then here's one of the secret ingredients: flour tortillas. Please do not use the corn tortillas. Then garlic powder, not garlic salt. Then Cavender's, which is a Greek seasoning. Any Greek seasoning will work with this. A real tablespoon. So I've gone ahead and prepped some of this. You cut the tortilla strips, or you cut the tortillas into strips, and then long strips because they're round. Cut the strip and then cut it in half, and you'll have the right size for it. I go ahead and cut the celery. Another ingredient that you'll need is 2 chicken bouillon cubes. So the way that works is if you want to add more and you've got more people showing up, you thoroughly cook the chicken and you wait. You throw these tortilla strips in 5 minutes before you want to eat. Another thing I'll do too, I'll only use half this pack. I can make this meal go further by not cooking all the biscuits at the same time. The tortilla strips cook really quick. If more people show up, just add more tortilla strips. If I want to wait and I get burned out on eating this, I'll freeze it, bring the chicken back out, heat it all back up, and then I'll add more tortilla strips to it. So this works really well. I'm not going to bore you through everything that goes through here, but the way I also do it, I'll cut this chicken into strips. Another thing I'll do is I will make sure that I'm not cutting the celery after the chicken. That's why I'll cut the celery first and then the strips, and then I'll thoroughly wash this chicken that's been cut, or wash the board where the chicken's been cut. So I just keep adding to it, cut it in chunks about anywhere. I like it around 1 inch to a ½ inch. Cut it up, and if you're on a really tight budget, or something's real good, if you're into prepping, you can vacuum bag these strips. They'll last a lot longer. Keep them in a cool place. And I found out that canned chicken works pretty good. The canned chicken adds a lot of salt. I'm not a huge fan of salt. That's why I'm cooking it this way. But if I just had stuff laying around the cabin, not sure what I want to make, it's quick, down, dirty, and easy. So I'll just keep cutting this chicken up. I'm almost done here. I'll learn how to cut it a little bit better. And this is a really fast, easy meal. I'm doing this one right after work. I'm not going to kill myself. I tried to do this in a crock pot one time. It just isn't, I don't know, it just didn't seem like it tasted as good. The flavor was a little overpowering too, because one of the things that's your biggest seasoning in this, between that Greek seasoning, is the celery. The celery is a real good seasoning, and I think it complements the chicken really well, and I think that's one of my dad's secret ingredients other than the Greek seasoning. And for the Greek seasoning, I'm using Cavender's. That's one of my go-tos. So I've already got the chicken bouillon in there, and it's starting to dissolve. And I like cubes. Cubes keep a long time. I'll also vacuum bag those, and they're always ready to go. And here's the celery. I cut it in to ½ inch strips. Just go through it real quick. Makes a very good seasoning. I'll also use the leaves that come with it. I think it adds to the flavor. Then I'll just scrape this off. Put it in the pot. And it's ready to go. And by ready to go, I've got 2 more things to do. Here's the Cavender's. Here's a real tablespoon. I fill it up. 1, sprinkle it. 2, sprinkle it. Go easy with the Cavenders. I found out that if you add a lot more to it, and then if it sits around, it gets really hot. I think it's the black pepper that's in it. So 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. And that's it. That's step 1. Now it's real easy. You cook the chicken till it's done, and then I'll show you the next step. But that's it. It doesn't get any easier in this, and let's see how it cooks up. So let's take a look at that chicken real quick. As you can see, the water's starting to, it's been boiling. What I do is I let that pot go halfway down, boil down all the seasonings in it. The water's boiling again. I added more water to it. Here's the dumplings. Just dump it in there. Maybe that's why they call it dumplings. I've also cut the chicken and I made sure it was cooked. That's very, very, very important. Let's get back to the dumplings. You don't want them to stick. Just kind of beat them around there. And then in 5 minutes, this is going to be done. It doesn't get any easier. See how they're already starting to swell up? And I'll serve them in a bowl. So I appreciate you watching. I hope that you'll cook this and enjoy it. And it's a lot easier than biscuits. Do appreciate you watching, and please give me a like and please subscribe. And I really do appreciate you watching. And God bless. Take care.